Because in structural tension, what I want to talk to you just in the few minutes that we have is literally to take a lot of what you've learned today and, man, just empower your business with it. Wouldn't it be cool if everything that you learned today you can implement in an effective way? I know it's late. I know it's late. So here's the thing. So around structural tension, I also want to touch a little bit about goals. Because see, without good goals, structural tension chart means nothing. So goals. You have to make sure that your goals is your goals. How often do we set goals that aren't necessarily what we want, but it's really what someone else wants for us? Does that sound familiar? Do you sometimes will set a goal based on what your business coach or a business leader wants for you versus what you really want? What about in your personal life? Do you personally set goals based on what family wants and not necessarily about what you want? Some of you are nodding your head. So I know it's true, and everything that I'm going to tell you, the reason why I know it's true because it's with me too. You're not by yourself. All the trainers and leaders that have been up here today in all the classrooms, the things that they've taught, they've experienced. That's the beautiful thing about Take Shape for Life. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
So let me ask you, do you sometimes create a goal where your goal is justified, so when someone says, why did you do that? You have a good reason why you did it? To look good, to avoid looking bad. Is that a good goal? It's not a good goal. It really is going to have you go nowhere fast, and it's going to have you struggle. So we have to make sure that what it is that you want as a goal is exactly what you want, and not for someone else. When I was setting up goals, I didn't do very good at that. And the reason why I didn't do really good at it is because I examined that word goal, and what I made that word goal mean, get out all lies. And the reason why is because I lied about exactly where I was, and I lied about where I wanted to really be. Have any of you done that? And then you find yourself extremely frustrated, correct? Okay, so what I did personally, and I'm not suggesting that you do this, I changed that word goal. So I no longer created goals. I created what I called zingers. Zinger. So I wanted to have a zinger. And why did I change that? Because my whole association with goal, it's almost like a word that's overused. So I created zingers. And we all do zingers every single day. I'll give you an example. How many have ever been late to a meeting? Several. But here's the thing. Say you had your meeting and it's at 10 a.m. and you calculated your whole day and you figured that if you get up at 7 o'clock, you can be there on time with everything that you need to do. The alarm didn't go off. Oh. Some of you can resignate. Now you're up at 8 o'clock. So what ended up happening was all those things that did not matter did not happen. And you were there at that meeting at 10 o'clock. So you know when you set goals and Take Shape for Life, is everything you're doing, does it really matter? Are you prioritizing your day based on the things that really matter? And that's where the structural tension chart comes in. So can you imagine what it would be like when you woke up at 8 o'clock and everything that you did to make that meeting at 10, in the course of action at which you did it, but now you could take that same energy, you could take that same focus, and you can put it in a constructive way to where it's planned and not an unplanned thing when the alarm doesn't go off. Can you see how things would be a little bit more effective for you? So let's talk about this. Structural tension, what is its real purpose? Well, it is to take you from point A to point B in an effective way. For a lot of people, including myself, it helps me eliminate the squirrel moments. I know that just like coming here today, Starbucks, I need to be here at 8 o'clock. I got here at 8:10. Why? Starbucks. Right? And I'm not by myself. I know many of you also did that very same thing. You're laughing because you did. So here's the deal. Structural tension happens every single day of our life. Every single one of us does it. And many of us are doing it and we don't even know we do it. The example of waking up late, that's an example. That's structural tension. Been late for an airplane, that's structural tension. What would it be if on a particular day, it's a casual day, you had planned that on that day, I am going to go to the movies, going to have dinner with the family, and then that night I'm going to go have a visit with some friends. How many of you have a spare bedroom in your home? And on that morning, Dr. Anderson gives you a call. And he says, do you have a spare bedroom? I'm going to be in your area and would like to stay at your house tonight. What would happen to your day? What would your house look like? Would that dramatically change everything for you? Why? Because that has you now focused on something that matters most, right? All the other things don't matter. So if you can imagine, if you can implement that in your business, could you imagine where you could go? Structural tension. So what I like to do, everyone has this, yes? For all of you who are new, this is called a structural tension chart. For all of you who have been with us for a while, this is called a structural tension chart. And what I want you to do, in the very bottom left-hand corner, just really small, I want you to write where you are today in your business.